Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
So that one will be a accepted.
Let's go, baby.
Ready? 50, plant. Hey, Alpha.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Young to throw it, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
On first down, Jackson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Sliding out of the pocket. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They go play action with Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
3rd and long. Set, hut, choose the play. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he's got a noon one. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Jackson able to get away. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
That throw by Young incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Check nickel.
And to give this time to the tailback. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson buying time to his left. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Jackson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it to sweetness Walter Payton, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Bravo.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
18. Hey, dude.
Young on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mike Evans, 74 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Escaping the pressure right. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Check 52's the mark. Check 52's the mark.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
43 at the mic.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Flush to his right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Following the interception, Young. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Mike Evans, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Stenerud on for the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. Throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
It's Young on 1st down. Airing this one out for it. Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. Picked off inside the 10, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was loose.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run with Jackson. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Hey!
Out.
Get it.
Looking to throw, Young. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Get in the right room.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, wahoo.
43's the mic. Here we go.
Let's go.
From the gun, Steve Young. He finds his target. It's Evans. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go again. Mike 43.
Hey.
Hey, watch the ball.
Ready.
Final play of the half. Young. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's caught by Jackson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go on 4th down. And he won't have have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Run, team.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 25 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak his first 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
going to do that. He's got it at the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Joe Jurevicius, 74 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 11 at the 31-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of...
There he goes, left side. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They go play action now. Jackson. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
On play action, Young. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Steve Young. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. It's Young off play action. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The boat.